Christian virtue. The word is humility, not thinking more highly of myself than I should. Psalms 23, verse 2 and 3. He lies me down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right path for his name's sake. In Exodus 20, verse 14, you should not commit adultery. Why is it thou should not commit adultery? Why doesn't it say thou should not commit fornication? Right? Well, because when you be with somebody that outside of marriage, right, and you have no intentions of being with that person, or you don't know, and it usually doesn't happen like that. You end up sleeping around, right? That's when we're in our old life, right? And secular lifestyle, right? Dating, it's not biblical, it's not in the Bible. And so I wanted to talk about this, right? I'm married, right? Now that I know the truth, God guided me. He's my shepherd. He guided me to my wife, right? And so when I was young, before I was a Christian, right, I was just trying to everyone that I liked, right, thought was my property, right? And I thought, I wasn't humble. I need to not think so highly of myself. I need to lean into God and be humble myself. And when I went to prison and I started reading the Bible, God put his hand on my life. And I was trying to save this relationship with letters and telling her about the Lord, but we were only together because of drugs and the lifestyle, right? The street life. And she broke up with me in prison, and I cried. But God showed me that I'm ripping that band-aid off that wound, right? That's not your woman, right? You guys are fornicating, you're committing adultery. That's not your wife. That woman was supposed to be for someone else, and you are for somebody else. That's why it's thou shalt not commit adultery, Exodus 20:14. I need to humble myself. God humbled me. So I'm going to tell you, I don't want God to humble me anymore. I'm going to humble myself. And when I trusted in God, he's my shepherd. He guided me to my wife. He guided me to my green pasture and quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He leads me on the right path. And when I did what he said, I went to the Dream Center and changed my life. And then I went to Angelus Bible Institute, graduated. I met my wife. Right. And so God guided me. He's my shepherd. He will guide you to your wife or your husband. Right. You don't got to keep striving and fight and trying to make it happen. Dating is not biblical. Right. You court the one God guide you to. That's the one. Focus. Right. God will guide you. Humble yourself. Amen.